Hey viewers, welcome to another game as a casual pro gamer. Today we're doing a kill game, and basically because I haven't got a kill game yet. And kill game is played by Towan, who is playing with a friend of his, Kek Twilight, and Mr. Twilight, who's playing Ash, has just started a few weeks ago, so he's only level 12, and all in all, to me, doesn't matter too much. But we will not be seeing great play in this game, I'm assuming. I haven't seen it yet, and I really don't care, because it is all about regular gameplay here. So we're not really trying to see the most epic games ever, because if we wanted to see that, I would be doing all high ELO matches, because there we can actually see people playing who play this game all day. And they will make the greatest decisions ever, and they will do things that I never thought possible and things like that. But all in all, we still, or at least I still like to see the lower level players play, because those are actually concepts which I can learn from, because I play in the same way, I make the same mistakes and things like that. So Kayle is kind of a support, tanky, DPS kind of guy. I don't even know if it's a guy. Let's try. Oh, I need to crank up the sound a little bit. Yeah, you cannot even hear this, but no, me neither. I have no idea why there is no sound on my end, but it's okay. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I can't remember. I think Kayle is a woman, but yeah. Anyway, the abilities, we'll start with that, because in the early game nothing else is going to happen. First of all, Holy Fervor, the innate ability. Yes, we see someone coming into the bush here, or, well, we see an attack from, well, people waiting in the bush. And as I said in previous matches a zillion times already, this is not a smart way to play. So if you're playing with someone who's new to the game, don't encourage them to do this. This is really a 50-50 shot of getting killed, unless you are like Alistar and someone who else who's tanky, so like Renekton or well, one of the tanky characters, you know who they are. Or, well, you are a healer and a tank, that's cool too. But with Ash and Kayle, yeah, that's really risky to do, because Kayle has some pretty decent healing, but Ash really is weak. And as you can see, one hit from Jax takes out about a quarter of their life, and that is really risky, because someone who's in the bush here actually gets the first hit and the first skill off, and yeah, you might be surprised at how quickly you can actually die to these kind of shenanigans. Anyway, so before this attack, we, or rather I, was looking at what the skills actually do. So first of all, Holy Fervor. 20% of her attack. Wow. They actually got a kill there. That was a lot of damage. Never mind that. I didn't expect that at all. So they have a huge minion wave, and the skills are going to have to wait, because this huge minion wave is going to kill this turret if Jax cannot really stop them. And they really need to attack the turret now, especially Ash, and not with the volley, but with just the basic attacks. This turret can go down pretty quickly, because Ash has 55 damage, and oh, let's stay with this. 55 damage and 0.7 attacks per second. That is quite a lot of damage. I mean, it's not going to take down the whole turret, but they could have easily gotten it to about 3/4 of health or something like that, and that is a significant amount of damage, and now they just stood around doing nothing, and that's kind of a shame. Because against only Jax, you should be able to do that, because Jax is a melee character, and he can only do the jump, which is kind of painful, but not too much of a problem because it has a significant cooldown early game. So, are we finally going to get to the skills then? First of all, the attack damage is added to her ability power, and her ability power to the attack damage with a percentage, obviously. So it doesn't matter if you build AP or AD, you're going to have both, and well, apparently there is a cost difference in attack damage and ability power, and that's why they have different percentages. So basically, getting more attack damage increases, or gives you a more of a boost, I guess. So but this actually tells us that you should build her probably as a hybrid character, because she can profit from both AP and AD, and AP being ability power and AD being attack damage. For those of you who are new to the game, and you are the guys that I actually do this for, because you actually don't know yet what all of the champions do and how to play against them or with them, or whether or not you should buy them. Kayle is one of these characters that you're going to love over time. In the beginning it seems like a very weak character, but once you get to know, I'm going to go with her, it's actually an excellent champion. So, the Q skill, that's the red ball we see flying around every now and then, and we get another kill here, again by Ashe. Nice to see that Ashe. Oh, the first one wasn't by Ashe. Never mind. But Ashe can really do a lot of things with a good amount of gold early game. Early game it's really hard to let Ashe pick up the kills. That's why she has low attack damage compared to some other champions. So starting off, that is. And yeah, they did that because otherwise the oh, did I click something? Never mind. Yeah, they did that because otherwise you're going to have overpowered carries in the late game, because they get a lot of kills early game. And yeah, it's a good thing they did, and that makes that it's really hard for Ashe to pick up early kills when in a team fight or in a gank or something like that. But anyway, so this is the red ball, which slows and does damage. So it's a single target nuke with slow, and you get a 10% damage boost by attacking the one, well, during the slow basically, which is excellent. It's just a bonus. 10% isn't that much, but it's significant. So Divine Blessing then. Divine Blessing is basically a heal, and as a bonus to the heal you get increased movement speed for the one you healed. And we get another kill here? No. Jack's actually interfering quite nicely there, and they aren't able to get the kill. Ashe not retreating fast enough, or rather I think Kayle retreated a little bit too much there, because there was another minion wave coming in. But Kayle actually going home here, probably because of the gold, probably getting another gold item or something like that, because otherwise you wouldn't go this early. Okay, or maybe you would. Yeah, he still had, or she had, plenty of life left, plenty of mana, and I definitely would have stayed in a little while longer, but it's okay. I guess Ashe should be getting back as well, because Ashe really is a weak, well, a weak champion in. Well, she has very low HP as a basis, and she really needs to get additional AP item or HP items and things like that. I don't know if I said AP earlier, but I meant health-wise. So HP is health points. For those of you who don't know, it's the green bar, and Ashe just loses a lot of life early on because, well, she is just kind of the glass cannon that you really don't want to overextend with early game. Later game you don't have that problem anymore, because then you will have some lifesteal and you will have some nicer items. Oh, actually getting caught on the minions there. Or misclicking, I don't know exactly what happened there. So anyway, the W, the heal, I discussed that. It skills with AP. The Q skills with AP as well. But yeah, we're not going to see too much HP on AP on this one. Then Righteous Fury. Righteous Fury is the normal first skill people level. In this case, Divine Blessing was the first skill, and it is the one that's being leveled to the max first. It is a good choice, but you're going to have to choose between being aggressive and being support. And we don't see enough support on Kayle's. We don't see Kayle that much anyway, but most Kayle players actually go for the offensive route because, well, everybody wants to get kills, and the strength of Kayle is more in the support role than in anything else. And is this... oh wow, actually missing that. Wow. So Poppy should really die here, but oh, Ashe, come on. Wow, really nice save there. The ultimate was not really necessary, but it was a really nice save by with the heal there. And Ashe not actually getting the volley off that she needed to, and actually getting quite low again against these two. And yeah, Ashe should really volley a little bit more, because that way the enemy cannot get the minion kills they need to. But yeah, she's really low mana because she used too much mana on the minions early on. And she probably... yeah, she doesn't have any mana items yet. On Ashe it's always good to have a little additional mana. Don't go all out overboard, because it really isn't necessary at all. She doesn't need that much mana, especially late game. She can do pretty well without anything. Oh, come on! Yeah, finally. Finally. Anyway. Probably should be going for this Jax with the flash. Oh, too late. They could have easily killed that one. I mean, that was... that was an easy kill. But anyway, as I said, it's a low level game, and you see these mistakes and we try to learn from them, because, well, that's what we do. So basically, as I said, this is the Righteous Fury is the normal pick. It gives you, instead of being a melee character, it gives you ranged attack. And I will try to keep an eye on the action while explaining this. No, I'll just keep an eye on the action. So that was the ultimate from Kayle. And Ashe actually getting out of here. Ashe actually getting out of here. Yeah, if you're Kayle in this case, just attack the Jax. He can only focus on one champion at a time. So you should really try to help your teammate by just attacking whoever is attacking them. And when they switch targets, of course you run away, and your teammate does the same thing. Because they can only, well, either chase your teammate or attack you, and that's a wasted arrow. That completely didn't do anything. So anyway, this attack, so the Righteous Fury, actually gives you a splash as well. It gives you more damage, and yeah, it scales with ability power. So all in all, it is a really useful attack to go with first. It is really aggressive, and you can do a lot of damage with it, especially to the minions early on, because, well, it gives you splash, and this is basically the skill that makes her able to hold the lane, whereas Soraka, for example, cannot hold the lane because she just doesn't do enough damage. Well, I guess with the Starfall you can do quite a lot of damage, but yeah, it's not nearly as easy as just using one skill for 50 mana, so it's not even a lot, and then attacking the minions, and it lasts for 10 seconds, so it's quite nice. And then the ultimate is basically an invulnerable spell, so you make someone invulnerable. It has quite a nice range, so you can actually, I mean, you can see the range here. You can actually use it on teammates as well, and well, it lasts for 2 seconds, I think. Yeah, and yeah, it is really useful if you use it correctly. Then you can save someone every time you use it, either yourself or one of your teammates. And it is kind of like the Zillion ultimate, only the Zillion ultimate restores someone after a few seconds, and this one helps them stay alive. Which both of them are good, I guess. This Poppy really doesn't know how to stun with her, I don't know what it's called. And are we going to kill Poppy once more? No, 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 no. Too much heal on this team. I think both of them have heal. Oh. Yeah, we might still see kills because both of them are out of mana, and that is a good thing if you're trying to kill them, because it makes it so much easier. Come on, Q. Oh no, come on. At least one of them must have been in range. Yeah, they're not going to come back. At least not if they're smart. That was close. I think they could have gotten the kill, especially since he still has Flash and Ghost available, and it was really worth it to flash in and kill them with the Q. Especially Poppy, that was really like 30 hit points left. I don't know. Should have clicked it. Oh, let me give you this so you can figure out which runes are being used here. So both of them healed up, and that is a shame, obviously, because it would have been better to get some kills there. But yeah, waiting for something that costs, I'm guessing, 475 or something. Oh, there it is. And going back out. So building a little tankier than normal, bit of a support build, I guess, and that kind of seems right with the skills chosen, because the heal is really your spell to use on other players to support them with, as well as the ultimate. But yeah, definitely not going for the aggressive build, because, well, Righteous Fury is then the first one you choose, and Reckoning would be the other one. So I don't know which you max first. I think Righteous Fury, because it is just so useful. But Reckoning has a shorter cooldown, so I guess it's easier to last hit with, and yeah, I don't know. All in all, both of them are really useful, and both of them are aggressive. So far we've seen some decent play. I mean, the opponents, as I said, not really using their abilities to the max, but then again, neither are they. And the healings have been quite nice. So using the heal quite efficiently, and yeah, at least saved Ashe, or saved Ashe at least once. So yeah, this is the ultimate. So that's the bubble of invulnerability, and it makes you not only invulnerable, but oh yeah, no, it's just immune to all damage, so you can still be stunned and things like that. I thought you would be untargetable as well, but well, apparently not. It's kind of strange that it only lasts for 2 seconds, because it is rather short. 2 seconds is really, yeah, not enough to get out of most situations, especially without anything else, without a cleanse, or you cannot be the target of spells or something like that. Getting another heal off on Ashe here. Yeah, and there is not going to be enough time to heal her again. So actually using the what's it called, Reckoning for the slow here, and getting a nice slow off on, I think it was Jax, who thereby couldn't hit Ashe anymore and had to retreat. And there we go, 2 of them coming in, getting an easy kill here on Jax and getting the kill on Caitlyn, and after that getting the kill on this guy. Really nicely done. Excellent teamwork by coming in to the lane who needed the help most, and they get 3 kills for 0. And by now it's 22 and 5, but that really doesn't matter too much, as the bottom lane only has 1 and 0 and 3 and 0, and 3 and 0 is still a reasonable amount of kills. I mean, it's not extreme, but we will see this game end in not too long. And yeah, Kayle's here, so I kinda lost her. So getting a slow off here with Shaco, and actually, oh, not getting the Q off there. I assumed he would have gone for the slow, but going for the slow on Heimerdinger here. And Heimerdinger doing nothing at all to defend himself. Nothing at all. But still getting out. That's just sad. Oh, he might still die. Oh! Oh my god! Is this guy not paying attention at all, or what? So anyway, we see Poppy completely overextending there, all on her own, and getting killed. So by now, because we get into the team fighting phase, oh, by the way, want to explain this earlier, but I'll explain it now. You get into the team fight phase only when the opponents can tower dive you, so we're still not in that phase yet, really. It's not when you lose a turret or something like that, but if someone can tower dive you without dying, so killing you basically at the while you are in turret range, or they are in turret range, and they can still kill you, that's when you should be in a group, because then the turrets don't provide the protection you need to keep in lane and retreat when you need to, because there's nowhere to retreat to then. And this is what we see in high level games. We see exactly what these guys are doing. So really early grouping up, but in high level games we also see them return to the lane once they grouped up. So they group up, they go and do one mission together, so trying to kill 1 or 2 or more of the opponents. And yeah, again, it's so sad that this Poppy really overextends all the time. But then they go back to lane, and as we will see here, nobody will go back to the side lanes. And of course you will see that somebody is going to run to the side lane and completely ignores what I was, or well, nullifies what I was saying here. But yeah, it is. It tends to be that way. That people forget that there are 2 more lanes out there with huge amounts of experience coming in with the minions. And they just want to stay in the middle lane, because everybody always goes middle lane and nobody knows why. Now, well, it is because middle lane is the easiest to get back to once you heal. it is the shortest route basically between your base and their base, and that is why it is the strongest lane. If you get one of the middle turrets, it's worth a little bit more than one of the side turrets. In well, not in gold wise or something like that, but in yeah, kind of a tactical sense. So the middle lane is generally the focus of everyone's attention, and because of that we see a large amount of fights here. Of course, this fight might as well be in the top lane, and in the higher elo matches we see a lot of these fights in the other lane, so either in top or bottom, because there people realize that this is kind of a mobile game. Okay, so he was going after, Jax was going after the Shaco, but couldn't actually find him after he deseeded. Basically went invisible, and yeah, that's not good, because that does damage to the surrounding champions, and you're going to get tower aggroed. So Kayle is a pretty decent turret killer, but of course with the ranged attack you're having trouble with the tower aggro. And they lose someone here, but actually pick up another kill for it, and they're going to get Jax here. And are they all going to stay alive? Really nice one. And now they really have to retreat. Ashe retreats. Yeah, it is kind of 3v3, but it is not a real fair 3v3 here. Okay, so the healer is now gone, and Ashe and Warwick are still staying in the middle. And wow. Oh, Lux is on their team. Right. See, this is the annoying part at watching team fights without any health bars. There's nothing to see. I forgot that Lux was actually part of their team, and then the team fight didn't make sense to me. So, but I'll show you anyway, and yeah, didn't care too much for it. Kayle apparently looking somewhere else, because we don't have a health bar on this guy. Maybe just focusing the screen in a different way. I mean, you can still focus the screen here, something like that. I really wish that this wasn't the case, because it is pretty annoying. Yeah, going for the Heimerdinger here, who was overextending and still hasn't put out turrets. I mean, he put down one turret in this game that I actually saw somewhere here, but he really doesn't put out enough of the turrets. And come on, attack this turret and retreat. Let the minions take the aggro, and then just go get the next one. Get the minions. Yeah, this is really really over. I mean, 38 and 7. Yeah, nobody's going to come back from that. I mean, look at how fast they melt. They melt to just a little bit of damage, and yeah, they don't do enough damage either, because they don't have the gold for it. So Kayle not doing the best job in farming. Neither has Ashe, but they have been harassing their opponents for quite some time. And Kayle, actually knowing this, bought the Philosopher's Stone, which gives her more of the much needed gold. And Philosopher's Stones, just like any of the other items, actually pay themselves back after around 26 minutes. It's somewhere between 26 and 28 for all of them. So then you get the complete gold value back. So after about 13 minutes or something like that, you're actually well, you can sell it without losing any gold. So you had the health regen and mana regen for that whole time, and well, you lose 400 gold for it, so you have to have it for 800 seconds to make up for that. And yeah, we see Jax coming in, but really by now there's nothing they can do. And if we look at the items, well, we see 2 Matters Blood Razors, a little overkill, but still. Ashe, yeah, I don't like the attack speed Ashe, but well, it's a build, I guess. I like the attack damage Ashe because it's so much more efficient, and you don't have to land multiple shots, you only have to land one of your shots to do a lot of damage. Oh wow, that actually killed. Nice one. So they are going to kill the turrets here, and we are going to see the end of the match. So on the enemy team, well, Kayle is the only one who could really keep up with this team. Well, I guess she was the middle, didn't actually watch that, but she's at the same level as Lux, who was probably the middle on this team. And all in all, it was a nice demonstration of how to play Kayle, and Kayle is kind of a support character, but as I said, you can play her as an aggressive character as well, and I'm sure someone will send me a Kayle game with her being kind of an AD carry. I don't know if she's actually AD, but yeah, I think it's... Now, well, she does a little bit magic damage and a little bit... yeah, a little bit magic and a little bit AD, so the normal attack damage, physical damage. That was the word I was looking for. And yeah, Heimer dying once again. If you are in this situation, by the way, if you're the purple team here, then just defend, well, where you can. So not with just one champion. Try to group up and try to push them out of the base and use this as your defense parameter, because that is the only way you can still win this. And of course, if you're 50 to 8 behind, don't bother, just surrender. There is no way you're going to come back. Why did he just use his ultimate? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because by now they can completely tower dive you here. By now it doesn't matter that there's a turret shooting at someone. It's just yeah, it's nice to have some kills every now and then. I mean, they now lose one of their champions, but it really doesn't matter. And this kill can just take the tower hits and not even care. And it's going to heal up with her. I think it's about 300 health. And yeah. So really, when you're this far behind, just surrender. I mean, you demonstrated that you're not as good as the enemy team. I don't know why they're not just going for the Nexus here. I mean, with all the damage they did to this turret and this inhibitor, they might have just killed the Nexus. But there we have to surrender anyway. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, even though the end game wasn't that spectacular. We saw some nice Kayle play. So if you have an aggressive Kayle play, please send it to me. Name it in the title so I can actually see it. Don't name your title something like replay, because then I will get to it, yeah, when I get to it. And if I see aggressive Kayle or something, or well, something I still need, Jungle Jarvan is something I still need. So if you have that, put that in the title, and I will, well, I will select it, I will prioritize it, basically. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Please don't forget to rate the video, and I wish you GG.